God says, warning. Archangel Michael says something serious is about to happen, and Jesus himself is commanding that you must open this message before the next 15 minutes pass, because the urgency of heaven is greater than what your human eyes can see, and your heart is being pulled right now towards something you cannot explain but you know is true, for your spirit senses that the atmosphere around you is shifting, and the truth that was hidden is about to be revealed. My beloved child, you have been walking with burdens in your soul, questions that seemed unanswered, signs that you noticed but did not fully understand, and whispers in your dreams that kept calling you, but you did not know if they were only dreams or real passages. But I, the Lord your God, declare to you now that this is not imagination, this is not chance, and this is not coincidence. Heaven is aligning right now to pour out the truth, and I have sent Michael, the great protector, the defender of my children, to bring you a warning, not to frighten you, but to awaken you, because something serious is about to unfold in your life, something that could shift your destiny if you are not attentive in this moment. This is why I say, you must not delay, you must not push this aside. Because in these 15 minutes the spiritual realm is moving rapidly, angels are standing by your door, and my spirit is stirring within you. You have felt strange things lately, child. You have noticed the heaviness in your chest when you tried to rest. You have noticed that people around you have been speaking in whispers, holding back secrets, acting in ways that you could not quite explain. You have noticed that the number of unusual signs in your days has increased, things breaking suddenly, words repeating to you, visions appearing when you least expected them. These are not accidents. These are my signals. For too long the enemy tried to cover what is happening, but I, the Lord, say now it is time for exposure. And this exposure comes quickly, like a flash of lightning that cracks the sky and cannot be ignored. Archangel Michael is weeping for you right now because he has seen what was planned against you, and he cried before my throne asking for permission to step into your life immediately, to shield you, to alert you, to protect you, because what is coming is not small. It is not a minor inconvenience, but a major moment that could change everything for you. And Michael said to me, Lord, if they do not open their eyes in these minutes, the door of opportunity may close, and they will walk into danger unaware. That is why I speak to you with urgency. That is why my spirit presses upon you so strongly right now. Do not doubt the voice you are hearing. For this is not the voice of man, this is the voice of the living God, crying out to you through this message. My child, do you remember the times you prayed secretly, the times you asked me if I was listening? Do you remember when you whispered at night, God, if you are real, show me? Do you remember when you said, Lord, I just want a sign, something clear, something undeniable? Today, that sign is here. Today, the heavens themselves are opening to reach you, and I am commanding that you hear, that you see, and that you know. You cannot afford to miss this. Within the next 15 minutes something is being shifted. I am not bound by time, yet I give you this countdown so you may understand the urgency. There is a person whose name has been circling around you in hidden conversations. There is a person who has been moving in shadows, doing things connected to you but not openly before you. This person carries something serious, something that has been hidden from you, and their secret is on the verge of being exposed. Archangel Michael has been standing guard, preventing the enemy from striking you suddenly. You may not even realize how many times danger nearly touched you, how many times betrayal almost reached your door, how many times the darkness tried to suffocate you but failed because I sent my angels to block it. But Michael has seen it all, and he says to you, the time has come to reveal the truth, but they must listen, they must stay awake, they must open now. My child, the Lord your God tells you that Jesus himself intercedes for you at this moment. He says, Beloved, I gave my blood for you, I laid down my life for you, I conquered death for you, and I am not letting you be destroyed. But you must trust me, you must obey quickly, for the time is short. The Spirit of Jesus is wrapping around you now like a covering. Can you not feel the urgency in your soul as you read these words? This is not ordinary. This is not something to dismiss. This is the answer to prayers you forgot you prayed, the response to tears you thought were ignored, the miracle you did not know was already in motion. The reason I say warning is because what is about to be revealed will shock you. It is something you would never expect, something hidden deeply, something that explains why certain things in your life never made sense until now. It is tied to your destiny, to your family, to your name, to your future. That is why the enemy wanted to keep it buried forever. That is why the enemy tried to distract you, to blind you, to keep you from paying attention. But no longer. The time for hiding is over. The time for truth is here. Archangel Michael says, Beloved of God, I have been commanded to speak loudly to you. I strike my sword into the ground before you as a sign that the heavens are serious. You must not ignore this message, for ignoring it means allowing the enemy to gain advantage. But if you listen, if you obey, if you take this to heart, then no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and every tongue that rises against you will be condemned. I am with you, I am fighting for you, I am surrounding you with the armies of heaven. Do not be afraid, do not be anxious, but be awake and alert, for the Lord is speaking. My beloved child, you will see within days the evidence of what I am speaking. You will see something come to light that shocks you, something that confirms this message was not random, but divine. You will see faces reveal their true intentions. You will see conversations that were hidden suddenly surface. You will see documents, messages or actions that make you realize everything was being woven behind your back. And when you see this, you will remember these words, warning. This was told to you in advance, not so you may fear, but so you may be prepared, so you may stay in the light, so you may trust me when all else looks confusing. Do not run, do not hide, do not panic, simply trust. Keep your heart with me. Keep your prayers before me. Say the name of Jesus, and every scheme of darkness will collapse. Invoke the presence of Michael, and protection will surround you. For I, the Lord your God, have already declared victory for you. But the reason this message comes with such heaviness is because you must participate with me. You must not delay. Every second counts, every moment matters, every word I give you is purposeful. Do you know how precious you are to me? Do you know how many angels are assigned only to you? Do you know that your name is written in my hand, that your tears have been stored in my bottle, that your pain has never been ignored? I tell you now, my child, I am closer to you than your breath, and I am speaking this way because you are entering a divine turning point. If you understand this, if you embrace this, if you stay attentive, then you will not only survive what is coming, but you will thrive, you will rise, you will walk into the destiny that has been delayed but not denied. The enemy wanted you to believe you were forgotten. But I, the Lord, say you were never forgotten. You were engraved into eternity. You were chosen long before you were born. And though the battles have been fierce, though betrayal has cut deeply, though loneliness has pierced your soul, I have never let go of you, not once, not for a moment. And now, my child, I am about to make all things plain before you. That is why Michael cries. That is why Jesus commands. That is why the Spirit is restless within you. This is a holy alert. This is a divine emergency. This is heaven shouting for your attention. The countdown has already begun. Do not waste these minutes. Open your heart, open your eyes, open your spirit. For what I will show you will not only answer your questions, it will set your life on a new course. The truth will come, the exposure will be undeniable, and your destiny will open like a door that no one can shut. God says, Archangel Michael says, something serious is about to happen in your life, and Jesus is commanding you to open this before the next 15 minutes, because heaven has already seen what is unfolding and you cannot afford to miss the warning. The angels are gathering, the winds are stirring, and the Spirit of God is leaning close to your ear to whisper truths that others have tried to keep hidden from you. The time is shorter than you realize. The hand of God is moving, the trumpet is sounding softly, and yet the weight of what is about to be revealed will shake you deeply. Jesus himself has pressed this word into the hands of Michael, who is crying out that you must not delay. For too long, you have walked carrying burdens no one saw, secrets you did not tell, and questions that burned without answer. But the Spirit says tonight those questions will not remain unanswered. You may have thought God was silent, but he was preparing the perfect moment, and this is that moment. Something serious is about to unfold in your path, and the heavens cannot allow you to be blind to it. Michael is weeping with urgency, saying your heart must be ready, your soul must be strong, because the exposure, the truth, the revelation is not far. Listen carefully, because in these next moments the enemy will try to distract you. He will try to pull your eyes away from this message. He will try to convince you that this is not for you, but God himself is breaking through that noise. Jesus says, "My child, I am here. I am speaking to you, not in riddles but in clarity. Do not doubt that this is your hour. The reason you are seeing this is not by accident. The Spirit guided your steps so you could hear this word. You think it is coincidence, but heaven planned this exact timing, and Michael is standing guard to ensure the message reaches you. There are forces in your life right now that have been working quietly against you. You may not even realize the depth of what they've tried to do. Some of them smile in your presence, but behind your back they conspire. Some of them prayed for your failure, but they will soon watch as God himself lifts you higher. Archangel Michael says heaven has intercepted conversations you never heard, whispers in secret places that were meant to damage you. Jesus commands that you must know this now before the next 15 minutes, because choices are unfolding around you that could change the course of your destiny. God says you have felt a strange heaviness recently, nights when your spirit felt restless, times when you sensed something unseen pressing close to you. That was not your imagination. That was the Spirit warning you, that was the angel stirring you awake. The reason you could not sleep is because heaven was sending alarms. Michael says, do not ignore this. Your discernment was correct. Something hidden is pressing against your path, but God is stepping in to break it apart. The truth is about to come into the light. The truth that others hoped you would never see. The truth that even your enemies tremble to imagine you discovering. Jesus says, I am the truth and I will not allow lies to hold power over my beloved. The chains are snapping now. The veils are tearing now. The light is breaking through now. Heaven is shifting the very air around you. Do not let fear grip you, because fear is the weapon of the enemy. Instead, stand still and know that God is God and that He is for you, not against you. Michael is saying, look closely. Watch carefully. The signs are already showing themselves. You have noticed odd patterns, strange coincidences, words spoken that did not sit right in your spirit. Those were not random. They were clues heaven allowed you to see so you would understand that something larger was taking place. The Spirit is weaving the pieces together, and in just a moment the full picture will appear. God says, do not be afraid of what is about to be revealed. You were chosen for this knowledge. You were chosen to see this truth. Others are blind, but your eyes are being opened. Others walk in darkness, but your steps are lit by my word. Michael says, my child, prepare yourself. Not with fear but with courage. Not with trembling but with prayer. The one who walks with Jesus cannot be touched by the schemes of the enemy. The sword of the Spirit is raised, and I myself am standing guard with it. The Spirit of God is pressing this even deeper. The reason you must open this message now, the reason you must not delay even a single moment, is because the enemy planned to move quickly. He thought if he could catch you off guard he would succeed. But heaven is faster. Heaven is a hell of a pain. Heaven is ahead of him. Heaven already exposed the plan before it could be executed. God is commanding you to be alert. The Spirit is shaking your heart right now so that you will not ignore this. God says there is something about to happen that could have destroyed you if you did not know. But because you are hearing this now, you will be spared. Because you opened your spirit, I will cover you. Because you trusted me, I will deliver you. Do you hear the sound? Do you feel the stirring? That is not ordinary. That is the movement of angels encircling you. They are standing watch over your house, over your steps, over your loved ones. What was meant to harm you will not enter your walls. What was meant to poison you will not touch your lips. What was meant to steal from you will return sevenfold. Michael is crying out, do not doubt. Do not delay. Do not dismiss this. Because the enemy's last weapon is your disbelief. If he can convince you this is nothing, he will succeed in silencing your vigilance. But if you listen, if you heed the Spirit, then you will stand on the other side of this storm unharmed. Jesus is saying, my beloved, I am with you always, even unto the end of the age. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against you in judgment, you shall condemn. This is your heritage as my child, and this is the promise I have sealed over your life. Even now the secrets are unraveling. Even now the false faces are slipping. Even now the truth that was buried is rising up. You will hear it soon. You will see it soon. And when you do, you will remember this message and you will know that heaven prepared you. God says, this is not the end for you. This is a new beginning. What felt like a threat will become a testimony. What seemed like an ending will become the doorway to greater blessing. And Michael says, the countdown is already in motion. 15 minutes is not long, but in heaven's timing everything changes in a breath. Stay ready. Stay open. Stay in prayer. Do not look away. Do not ignore this. Do not dismiss this. The Lord is declaring, this is your deliverance. This is your exposure. This is your moment. God says, Archangel Michael says, something serious is about to happen in your life. And Jesus is commanding you to open this before the next 15 minutes, because the heavens are stirring, the angels are watching, and the Spirit of the Lord is moving with urgency. My beloved, you are not reading these words by accident, and you are not here by coincidence. There is a divine alignment unfolding in this very moment, and the clock of heaven has already begun to count down. Jesus says you must listen because the enemy has been plotting silently against you, and what is hidden in shadows is about to be dragged into the light. The angels of God are surrounding you right now, wings stretched, swords drawn, not to frighten you, but to shield you from the blow that was meant to fall upon your shoulders. You have been carried through storms you never understood, through losses that broke your heart, and through betrayals that left you asking God why. But today heaven speaks, today the veil is lifted, and today you are told plainly, something serious is about to happen, and it will change the story of your life. The Spirit says the world has underestimated you. People have whispered against you, doors have been slammed in your face, and yet you have stood, you have endured, you have prayed in silence when no one saw your tears. The angels recorded every cry, the throne of God felt every wound, and Jesus himself leaned down to hear your voice when you thought no one cared. Now the appointed time has come. Archangel Michael says this is not a dream, this is not imagination, this is the voice of heaven pressing upon your soul with urgency. You have less time than you think, for within minutes a decision is being sealed in the unseen realms. A shift that will bring either blessing or danger depending on how you respond. That is why Jesus commands you to open this now and not delay, because the enemy has already been moving quickly, but God is moving faster, and if you hear this word and act in faith, the danger will be diverted, the trap will be broken, and the blessing meant for you will be delivered into your hands. God says there is a document with your name on it, and it is no ordinary paper. It is a record, a testimony, a contract that heaven has been watching. Some tried to write lies into it, others tried to erase your name, but the hand of God is rewriting it even now with the ink of truth. Archangel Michael is standing over it, his sword laid across the words like a seal, declaring that no one shall alter what heaven has decreed. But you must be awake, you must be alert, because 15 minutes in the Spirit is not the same as 15 minutes in the flesh. It is a divine window, a gate that opens and then closes. If you hesitate, if you delay, the enemy will attempt to snatch what is yours. That is why the angels are pleading with you. Listen, respond, believe. My child, you have been asking God why certain things have felt delayed, why your prayers seemed unanswered, why you keep dreaming of warnings you cannot explain. You thought perhaps it was only your mind, but God says no, it was me speaking. I allowed the delays to protect you from walking into a snare. I allowed the silence to strengthen your spirit for what was coming. And now I send this urgent word because the time is no longer in the future, it is now. Archangel Michael says he has been fighting a battle over your life that you cannot even imagine. Demonic voices tried to close your path, tried to cover your destiny, tried to silence your voice. But every time they raised an accusation, Michael struck it down with the authority of heaven. Every time they tried to block your way, Jesus reminded them of his blood that already purchased your freedom. Every time they said you would fail, God thundered back, "This one belongs to me." Something serious is about to happen in your finances. There are hidden accounts, hidden opportunities, hidden inheritances that you know nothing about. Someone tried to use your name wrongly. Someone tried to benefit while leaving you in luck. But heaven has seen, heaven has recorded, and heaven is about to expose it. Within days you will hear news connected to money, land, or property, and it will shock you because you did not expect it, but it will not surprise heaven because God has already planned it. Jesus says do not be afraid when the news comes because it may look at first like confusion, but in truth it is restoration. The angels are shifting documents. They are moving signatures. They are influencing decisions, and you are about to see what was lost being returned, multiplied, and vindicated. Something serious is also about to happen in your relationships. There is someone whose mouth has been speaking two things, blessing in front of you, cursing behind you. You suspected it, but you did not want to believe it. God says today it will be revealed. Do not fear the exposure, because this is not to harm you. It is to free you. You cannot walk into your next season carrying betrayal disguised as friendship. You cannot rise into your destiny with poison hidden in your circle. Jesus loves you too much to let you walk blindly, and so the truth will come suddenly like lightning, and though it may sting, it will heal you. Michael says, be strong. Do not cry when you hear it, for the Lord is removing what was false to give you what is true. Archangel Michael says also that your dreams have been warnings. The dark figures, the voices calling your name, the restless nights, those were not accidents. They were alerts from heaven. You are sensitive to the Spirit, even more than you realize, and the Lord has been showing you glimpses of battles around you. The reason you have felt tired, heavy, and attacked is because you have been standing in a war. But here is the truth. You have not been standing alone. Michael says he has been assigned to you, and his wings have shielded you when arrows flew at you. He has stood at your door when you were sleeping. He has silenced demons that would have entered your space. You do not even know how many disasters you were spared from because the angel of the Lord was with you. Something serious is about to happen in your health. Do not fear, but listen. God says there is a hidden condition, but it will not destroy you. What the enemy planned for weakness will be turned into a testimony of strength. Within the next season you will be given wisdom to change something in your body. your routine, your habits, and that shift will bring healing. Do not ignore the signs. Do not ignore the nudges, because the Holy Spirit will guide you in even the smallest things. What to eat, where to go, how to rest. Listen closely, because your body is the temple of the Spirit and God is protecting it for the assignment ahead. My beloved, hear the seriousness of this. Jesus himself commands that you open this word before 15 minutes, because heaven's time is moving. The trumpet has not yet sounded in the natural, but in the spiritual there has already been a call. You must not be distracted. Do not let the noise of this world drown out the whisper of heaven. Do not let fear silence your faith. This is your moment. This is your window. This is your confirmation that everything you felt stirring, everything you sensed coming, everything you prayed about in secret, it was real. Archangel Michael is even now lifting his voice, declaring over you, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. He says the handwriting that was against you is being blotted out. He says the curse spoken over you is broken. He says the chains you thought were unshakable are falling even now. And yet, he weeps because too many times you doubted his presence, too many times you thought you were alone. He is not angry with you, but he longs for you to know that you have never been abandoned. You were loved before you even called on God's name. You were chosen before you even believed. The Spirit says prepare for news, prepare for exposure, prepare for breakthrough, prepare for tears to be wiped away, prepare for enemies to be silenced, prepare for the divine reversal that will turn your shame into honor. The next 15 minutes in heaven will echo into your days ahead. What is being sealed right now will manifest soon in your life. Do not think it is far, it is close. Do not think it is vague, it is precise. Do not think it is random, it is divine. You must trust, you must pray, you must surrender. Do not let fear rob you. Do not let doubt blind you. Do not let delay hold you back. Jesus says, I am the door. I am the light, I am the one who holds you in my hand, and no one shall snatch you away. The angels nod, the heavens bear witness, and Michael himself declares it is done. And now the Spirit whispers, be still, be ready, because something serious is about to happen in your life, and it will prove to you once and for all that God was with you, God is with you, and God will always be with you. My beloved child, I come to you now with urgency and with love, because what is being whispered into your spirit is not just a thought, not just a passing wind of imagination, it is a divine warning and a divine calling that must be taken seriously. God says to you now, through the voice of the Spirit and through the protective cry of Archangel Michael, that something serious is unfolding in the unseen realm around you. Jesus is commanding you with urgency that before the next 15 minutes, you must receive this word, open your heart, and allow the truth to fill your soul. This is not a moment to delay, not a time to ignore, for delay in spiritual matters often brings confusion, but obedience brings safety, restoration, and breakthrough. God says that your life has been under the watchful eye of heaven. Every step, every tear, every sigh of your heart has been recorded. You thought at times that no one noticed, that perhaps you were walking alone through the battles that have tried to consume you. But God reminds you now that you were never left alone. Angels stood guard when you were unaware. Jesus himself carried you when the burdens pressed too heavily upon you. Archangel Michael stood at the doorway of your spirit, sword drawn, when unseen enemies tried to cross into your destiny. You are not unprotected, and you are not forgotten. But God says there is something rising now, something moving quickly, and because of the urgency of this moment, He wants you to understand that His hand is upon you to shield you, but your heart must remain open to Him. The enemy has been plotting in secret, whispering lies, trying to distract you, trying to take your focus off the promise of God. But the Spirit of the Lord says no weapon formed against you shall prosper, though the weapon may appear, though the storm may sound loud, though fear may try to grip your heart. God says, "Be still, my child, and know that I am God." Archangel Michael is crying out with a trumpet sound into your spirit. Something serious is unfolding, but you do not need to be afraid. Heaven is aligned on your side. The enemy wants to convince you that you are outnumbered, but the truth is you are surrounded by chariots of fire. Just as Elisha prayed for his servant and his eyes were opened to see the heavenly armies encamped on the hills, God says, if you could see now in the Spirit, you would weep with gratitude, not fear. There are more for you than against you. Jesus commands you to take this message into your spirit now, because timing is everything. In the next 15 minutes, the atmosphere around your life is shifting. What was hidden will begin to be revealed. What was blocked will begin to break open. What was delayed will begin to accelerate. The Spirit says, do not panic. Do not give up. Do not close your heart. For this moment has been marked, and God says, I will use this moment to show you that I am God and I will not abandon my child. There have been conversations spoken about you in secret places, decisions made without your knowledge, but heaven says those hidden things are coming into the light. You do not need to strive or fight in your own strength, because the Lord Himself goes before you. He will fight for you, and you will hold your peace. The Lord says He is canceling the snares of the wicked one. He is breaking contracts written in lies. He is tearing apart plots of confusion designed to make you stumble. Archangel Michael stands with his sword drawn, ready to strike down every deception, every spirit of fear, every shadow that tries to move into your path. You have wondered why your spirit has felt heavy these last days, why your sleep has been restless, why you sense something but cannot put words to it. That is the Spirit warning you, preparing you, and now confirming that the weight you feel is not without reason. But God says, lift up your head for your redemption draws near. Do not let the heaviness crush you, let it drive you into prayer, let it drive you into worship, let it drive you into trust. Jesus says, come to me, all you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. The next few hours are not hours of destruction, but hours of revelation. God says the enemy wanted you to believe that disaster was coming, but in truth, deliverance is coming. That is why Michael shouts, open this now. Receive it before 15 minutes pass. Because the sooner you allow the word into your spirit, the sooner your faith rises to shield you, the sooner peace replaces fear, and the sooner angels are released in greater measure to work on your behalf. God is saying to you that the attack was designed to come suddenly, but heaven has already intercepted it. What the enemy meant for evil, God is turning around even now for your good. The very trap dug for you will swallow the feet of the enemy instead. The very snare designed to catch you will shatter and expose those who made it. And the very storm designed to drown you will be silenced by the command of Jesus, who still speaks, "Peace, be still." You are not reading this by accident. God has orchestrated this very moment. Heaven says, "Pay attention, for this is not coincidence, this is divine alignment." Jesus says, "Do not miss this, for I am speaking directly to you." God says that the season of silence is over, the hour of awakening is here, and the timing is urgent. Do not allow distraction to pull you away. In the next 15 minutes, lift up a prayer,